Hey, it's Julie with SB Pace. The question that we're answering today is, should I have a hiring strategy? And by we, I mean me, because obviously Corey's not here. So, should you have a hiring strategy? Yeah, you definitely should. And that hiring strategy should include triggers on when it's time to hire, the priority of roles that you're going to hire inside of the business, and job descriptions, including the skills, but also like the skills they have to have, but also those soft skills like their personality or how they work with others, or what those traits are that you're looking for. You should also have your salary determined, salary ranges determined, and what you're willing to go to for the exact right person, and figuring out like how you can ROI on hiring in some instances, especially if you're a new or small business, right? When you got to make those first couple of hires, those are big ones because you want to make sure like, can I afford the hire? But can I not afford the hire? Meaning, what happens if we don't make this hire? What happens to who's going to do the work? Because the work is clearly important. So this is a big one, and there's a lot of tentacles that come off of a hiring strategy, but understanding the triggers. So when you're spending more of your time doing X than Y, or when customer inquiries are not getting responded to, or orders are going out late, things of that nature, where you can't handle any of the marketing, like you're so busy with other things. Just if there are things that are going completely undone, then you want to start looking at hiring. And if you have triggers defined beforehand, it's going to make it a lot easier to make the decision, right? So in the moment, it tends to become more of an emotional decision, like, oh my God, I don't have time to do any marketing, and now we're losing sales. So as a result, that's purely emotional when you're in it. But if you can think about it beforehand and define what those triggers would be that would cause you to make a hire, when it occurs, then all right, we've already decided we're going to hire when this happens, and this is now happening. So hiring triggers are really, really good. And then having the roles clearly defined and understanding the priority, right? So you may want to have an operations person and a marketing person. You have to figure out which one is more important. And those priorities may fluctuate over time depending on what's happening inside of your business. So you've got to be a little bit flexible in terms of your hiring strategy, but having a hiring strategy is always a solid play for small business owners. You can't go wrong with it. So if you have any questions on this one, drop a comment below. Make sure you subscribe and tune back in tomorrow.